Good day, Vicentians. I am Mrs. Maria Vilma Aragones, your EAPP teacher for the week. Get your paper and pen ready to jot down important notes for this lesson. To recall the previous lesson that we had last time, try answering the following. It is a method of identifying a given term and making its meaning clearer. Definition, explication, clarification. The answer, definition. Next, it is a method of explanation in which the points are organized from a general abstract idea to a specific and concrete example. Is it definition, explication, or clarification? The answer, clarification. Next, it is a method of explanation in which sentences, verses, quotes, or passages are taken from a literary or academic work and then interpreted and explained in a detailed way. Definition, explication, or clarification. The answer, explication. If you get the answer, congratulations for completing the previous module. You are now more prepared to begin with a new lesson on writing a position paper. This will help you become more aware of the issues confronting our society and world in general. But before that, let us discuss first the learning objective for this week. At the end of the lesson, you will be able to define what argument and manifesto are about, gather manifesto, and analyze the arguments used by the writers, and present a stand or a position on an issue and back it up with a reasonable evidence. To jumpstart the lesson for this week, arrange the jumbled letters to form words. These are the pressing issues and problems of today and what the lesson is about. You are given 15 seconds to unscramble the letters and decipher the words. These are the answers: same-sex marriage, teenage pregnancy, divorce, global warming, cyberbullying, argument, manifesto, and position paper. What can you say about the activity? Very good. Exactly. Numbers 1 to 5, such as divorce, cyberbullying, and the likes, are some of the most pressing issues of today. And number 6 to 8 encompasses our lesson for this week. We will be discussing about argument, manifesto, and position paper. Let us tackle first argument. Some people think that engaging in an argument means being mad at someone. Well, that's one use of the word argument. In some ways though, particularly in debate, making an argument is making claims based on logical reasoning and proof. Today's lesson will help you gain better understanding and perspective of issue and will guide you in writing a position paper by presenting your argument and thereby convincing your target audience to be on your side by being objective or impartial. So what is argument? An argument is a statement or set of statements that you use in order to try to convince people that your opinion about something is correct. An argument is also a discussion or debate in which a number of people put forward different or opposing opinions. And these are the parts of an argument. First, issue. These are problem or controversy about which people disagree. Next, claim. The position or the issue stating your main point. Next, support. This is the reason and evidence says that the claim is reasonable and should be accepted. Next is refutation or counterclaim. This is the opposing view or the other side of the argument. I'll be presenting a sample argument and let's read through it. Sample argument. Are anti-smoking ads effective? Many politicians and public activists state that anti-smoking ads are effective, and I believe so too. And here is why. First of all, according to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, the number of smokers dropped significantly in the recent years. Current smoking has declined from 20.9%, nearly 21 of every 100 adults in 2005, to 15.5%, more than 15 of every 100 adults in 2016, they report. Active work in this area has helped many people quit this habit and go back to life with no smoking-related disease. A lot of smokers oppose such claims and state that ad campaigns against smoking are inefficient. All they do, in their opinion, is scare both smokers and non-smokers and persuade only a small percentage of people with this habit to quit. Is this really worth all the money and time invested in them? I believe so. If even a small number of people can be cured of this habit by trivial ads showing the real consequences of this choice, then it is worth every penny. Let us now analyze the argument presented and its part. First, issue. What again is issue? Very good. Issue is the problem or the controversy itself. So what is the issue in the sample argument? Are anti-smoking ads effective? Next, claim. What again is claim? Definitely, it is a position on the issue, whether you agree or disagree. And what is the claim in the sample argument? Many politicians and public activists state that anti-smoking ads are effective, and I believe so too. Next, support. What again is support? Exactly. Support are the reasons or evidences of your claim. These are based on factual data and research. And what is the support for our sample argument? First of all, according to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, the number of smokers dropped significantly in the recent years. Current smoking has declined from 20.9% or nearly 21 or every 100 adults in 2005 to 15.5%, more than 15 of every 100 adults in 2016, they report. Active work in this area has helped many people quit this habit and go back to life with no smoking-related diseases. What are the types of support for an argument? First, reason, a general statement that supports the claim. Next, evidence, consists of facts, statistics, experiences, comparisons, and examples that show why the claim is valid. Next, emotional appeals, ideas that are targeted toward needs or values that readers are likely to care about. On the other hand, what is refutation or counterclaim? Right! These are opposing views or the other side of the argument. And what is the refutation or the counterclaim in the sample argument? This is, a lot of smokers oppose such claims and state that ad campaigns against smoking are inefficient. All they do, in their opinion, is to scare both smokers and non-smokers and persuade only a small percentage of people with this habit to quit. Is it really worth all the money and time invested in them? This is the part of the refutation or counterclaim that discusses about the opposing ideas or viewpoint. But in the latter part, you have to stress which side you support the most. Now you're ready to write your position paper, which present arguments about both sides of an issue. You presented both sides, but one side is presented more forcefully than the other. It all depends on what side you support the most. Tip: it is best you have general interest on the subject, but the argument you choose doesn't have to be the one that you agree with. Your position paper can somehow be your personal manifesto. A personal manifesto is a piece of writing that some people use to keep them focused on meeting their goals. And manifesto is a document publicly declaring the position of an issuer. Manifesto is a declaration of a writer's plans, views, and motives. These writings can range from a few paragraphs to hundreds of pages in length. What about manifesto as a form of writing? Manifesto is a document publicly declaring the position or program of its issuer. Manifesto advances a set of ideas, opinions, or views, but it can also lay out plan of action. It is generally written in the name of a group sharing a common perspective and often authored by social activists. That's it for the lesson for the day. Any clarifications? If there are none, let us proceed to discuss the supposed task for the week. Activity 2, Enumerate, which is found on page 12. Read and understand the following sample manifestos made by the students Sophia Gabriel and Cathy Sipiora. Analyze what arguments are posted by the writers. Use the pattern below. We have issue, the claim, the support, and the reputation. Next, activity number 3, Society in Focus, which is found on page 16. Make a table like this and list at least 5 issues that you can identify in the society and your community. Identify particular information that you would like to deal with in your paper. Issue, example, cyberbullying, and what I want to focus on, effects among young people, what should the government do to address cybercrime. And next, activity number 4, my manifesto, which is found on page 17. Choose one among the issues that you have written on activity number 3 and write your own manifesto on your study notebook for a printed module and soft copy to be submitted to your Google Classroom for students using the digital mode. That's it for today. Thank you for listening. See you again next week for another lesson on EAPP. Goodbye!